Hi everyone, it's Tasha. Welcome back to my channel. You know that I'm always in thrift shops looking for high-end style home decor for a lot less than retail, but this busy holiday week just before the new year is the perfect time for me to share with you what I think were my top 10 thrifted finds for all of 2024. It was a tough list to make, and some of my regular viewers may disagree, but either way, I hope you get some inspiration to thrift and pay a lot less than retail in 2025. Without further ado, let's get going for my best thrift finds of 2024. So I have had so much fun thrift shopping this whole year, and I've found tons of goodies for great prices. Here is number 10 on what I think are my top 10 finds for the whole year. It's going to be this handled basket tray. Now, some of these items are going to be bigger, smaller, more valuable, less valuable. They're just ones that I particularly love. Now, I ended up paying $6.99 for this tray, which isn't one of the cheapest buys by far, but I just really love this piece, and I think it looks so beautiful no matter where I've styled it. I like the two handles on the side as well as the thick woven nature of it. It's very sturdy. You can pick it up and carry something heavy in it to change it around. I just really love this piece, so it's coming up as number 10 on my list. For number 9 on my list, a lot of you are going to remember this leaf tray that I found at a thrift shop in Mebane. It was very affordable, coming in at only $2.99. It's just beautiful. It's sort of a deep tray that you could use it as a catch-all bowl. Online, I ended up finding it for $450 on a vintage site. I paid $2.99, so I think that this is one of the best deals that sticks out to me for the whole year, and this piece looks absolutely beautiful no matter where I sit it. I love that it's a leaf that's very season neutral. It's not specifically a fall piece. I could use it anytime all year round. It's very heavy, very quality feeling, and unique. I love this piece. For number 8 on my list, I have to go with this brass horse. Now, I know many of you love him. Some of you have even actually asked me to buy him, but he's special to me. I love horses. This guy was only $1 at a yard sale, if you can believe that. And look how large it is. He's traveled around to several different spots in the house, but sorry, he's staying here for now with us. I have to definitely include this one on my top list of finds just for the price and the value for this piece. Number 7 on my list is this two-handled lamp that I ended up doing a DIY on and loved. I really like the shape of this with the cute little handles at the top and the fact that it's highly textured. However, I don't like the rope detail or the ceramic thingies that are hanging on it. And I also don't like the stark whiteness of that color. So I'm just removing the rope detail and the ceramic thingies, and I'm going in with some paint. Now, for a full tutorial on exactly what I did for this project, you can click on the video linked in the top right corner. But basically, as you can see, I went in with a couple of different layers of paint, taking away first of all the bright whiteness and toning that down, and then going in with several layers of darker colors that I sort of stippled on with a wet paper towel. And so I think that this in the end ended up being a very stark contrast, as you can see, with the before and after photos. It just has a nice rustic aged effect. I love this little lamp, and I'm so glad that I picked him up for only a few dollars. Number 6 on my list is this beautiful two-handled vase. Now, when I say beautiful, I really like the shape of this, and that's why I got it. As you can see, it was $5.99 at a thrift shop. I wasn't crazy about the green accents and the overall color scheme, so I'm going to be doing a DIY makeover on it, but I thought that the shape was absolutely perfect, and the price was definitely right for me to buy it for a DIY. So again, for the full tutorial on this one, you can click on the video in the top right corner there, but I ended up loving this piece. I went in with a base coat of paint again, and then went over it with some different slightly darker colors to give it an aged effect, including a top layer of a very watered down brown paint that really makes it look kind of dirty and gives it the rustic look that I was looking for. And so this is what it looked like as I was finishing up. I was much happier with it overall than the beginning look that it had, and this is one of my favorite styling pieces now. I've used it in multiple different places. It's just so nice and solid and heavy. I feel like that $5.99 price tag definitely has to make this one of my top thrifted finds for 2024. Number 5 on the list is this set of 2 Pottery Barn pillows. I found these 2 Pottery Barn velvet pillows at the thrift store. These were only about $2 each from the standard linen price. I couldn't believe it. I found one of them first in the table with the linens, and I thought it was so beautiful. I picked it up, I checked and saw that it was from Pottery Barn, and then in a separate table under some other items, I found the other one, so I was even more excited. I can't believe that I found these for only $2. These cost maybe $60 or $70 for similar pillows that are currently on Pottery Barn's website. Couldn't ask for a better thrift deal, and this velvet material is absolutely perfect for the fall season. I also love the color of these. That's kind of like almost coffee with some cream in it. It's very warm toned, lighter brown. They're perfect to fluff and style. The inserts seem to be the original ones. Just such an awesome deal for $2 a piece. Number 4 on my list has to be this indoor-outdoor set of dishware. I found this very large set all together at one thrift shop, and as you can see, there are 12 of each of these types, the large plate, the small plate, and the bowls. So service for 12. It has beautiful texture, and I love that this can be used indoors and outdoors. It's a combination of melamine and bamboo. I really like this set because I was looking for something that we could use also on our patio, and then the kicker for this set was that just for 12 pieces, it's $214 on Lulu in Georgia. That's just service for 4 people, whereas I found service for 12 people, and if you compare the cost, it would end up being $642 if I bought service for 12 online. I paid only $24 for this whole set. And coming in at number 3, you might call this one kind of a cheat, but this Facebook Marketplace find was as cheap as a thrift store. Now, this tree struck me as an incredible deal. It was listed for only $30, and it is a crate and barrel tree, the faux silver dollar eucalyptus 8-foot tree to be exact. This goes for usually $399 online. It's on sale right now for $319, so I could not believe it when it was in perfect shape and still with the tag on it, and they were only asking $30. The man said that it had just sat in their office space for a while and they were changing things up, so I snatched it up and definitely brought it home. I just put it into a pot down here that I already had, and so this is now sitting in the corner of our front living room looking beautiful. I love the shape of the leaves of this tree as well as the dustiness on them that makes them look very realistic, and I also appreciate how the green is a nice and neutral shade, not too blue and not too yellowy. This was an amazing find. I'm so glad I was scrolling at that particular time. Now, working my way down to spot number 2, I'm going to have to go with this large gold frame. I found this at a thrift shop near me. It was $23.50, which was admittedly a little bit more than I wanted to pay for it, but at the same time, I thought that the ornate elements of that frame were really gorgeous, including that linen kind of edging that you saw going on there. So I took the original artwork out and chose my own piece of art from Etsy that I had printed off at my local CVS. You can see there I was just testing how it would look inside, and it looks great. So I also went over that with a little bit of Mod Podge to make it look more like a real painting, and I've done that many times on this channel. You can watch the video where I do this whole project in the link in the top right corner. But after you're done with that, it looks very realistic as a painting. I also used some spray adhesive to really fix that smoothly onto the piece of cardboard backing so that it wouldn't have any ripples or look papery at all. And then I went over the frame itself with a little bit of Rub and Buff in the color European Gold to take away some of the brightness of that yellow gold tone. And when I'm done, this is what it looks like, and I've gotten so many compliments on this piece from people coming into our home. I love it. It's one of the main things that you see when you first walk into the front door, and so this is definitely coming in at number 2 on my thrifted finds for 2024. And taking the number 1 spot for my thrifted finds for this year is going to have to be this solid wood coffee table. I found this at the Goodwill right down the street from me for just $49, and I could not walk past it. I lifted up on it. I felt how heavy it was. I opened the drawers, and it was just so solid and well built that I had to get it for that price. But here it is in the afternoon light, and you can see that it is very orangey. As you can see there, I did find that it was quite expensive online. However, it was a vintage piece, very well built, and I found out from that description that it was solid oak. So I decided to go ahead and sand it down to the bare oak and see what it looked like. That process was long and took a lot of different pads of sanding paper there, but I got through it and it looked absolutely beautiful. I was so glad that I took the time, and it's absolutely stunning in our front living room. You saw me use that in our living room refresh this fall, and it's just very solid piece. I'm very happy with it for the $50 price tag for sure. I don't think that I could have come even close to that, even on Facebook Marketplace or anything, at least not in our area. And so for me, it really wasn't hard to choose the number one spot for this list, even though the other ones were hard to order and there were some that I had to leave out. But this coffee table was definitely the number one find, in my opinion, for thrifting 2024. And I look forward to another year full of finding excellent deals and sharing them with you. And I do hope that this list served its purpose, which was to give you some inspiration to get out there and look around in your secondhand shops of whatever type or Facebook Marketplace and find things for a lot less than retail to make your home more special to you. And that about wraps it up for today's video. If you enjoyed this one, please hit the like button and leave me a comment letting me know what you enjoyed. Also, if you're a regular viewer and there are items of mine that you remember that weren't on this list but you think should be, let me know about that too. In the meantime, I hope everyone has a fantastic week and I'll see you in 2025.